fill, though.
Yeah, big skates to fill. A little bit of a struggle on their first game. I am expecting Fusion University to look really good this week now that they've had a week to play, but this is Fusion University, and as we all know, they do get paid hourly. So Bermuda stole that joke, by the way. That is UP's. Bermuda is, going to try to get there and get the victory too.
Yeah, they do have a love affair with Game 5s, it's no doubt. Opening things up with a good win on Control would certainly set the pace. Nearly tastes the death chasm. And now Bermuda are going to be forced to give up that space. But Beastillo is the first one down. Hey, who knows? Maybe for Johnson? Nah, it's a little too early to tell here with these mirror compositions, but Fusion University are likely going to have to see this first point.
Yeah, Bermuda have that 6v5, but they weren't able to get anything else, so Fusion University are going to be able to re-attack this point when they choose because no one has ultimates yet.
Yeah, that's kind of the great equalizer here in that Goats v Goats head-to-head matchup is who has more ultimates and who's more willing to use them. Ultimate Web very close to that rally, but Nice gonna beat him to that grab, so Fusion University now have a way to engage.
Really nice engage from Fusion University. You're looking at Bermuda, their positioning and their health is not ideal for them right now. As Nice actually gonna get a kill with the Graviton Surge. The sound barrier invested by OG. That's what you call an over-investment for this fight. Fusion University are gonna take this back.
OG, to his credit, probably was like, hey, we have this point. We don't know how much longer we're going to have this point, or if we can recap it, might as well, throw that in, because Pizza Demon has that trance on hand, so we at least have a little bit of something. But Fusion University, again, looking very comfortably, playing clinically. You wait for the DMAC onto Shu first, then you grab. Nothing, leading nothing to chance.
They're going to use the rally to start things off. Bermuda is to try to get onto the point. Nice boot kill onto Nice is going to open things up for them. This is a 6v5 for Bermuda right now. Fusion University are looking weak on this objective. The self-destruct might bring them back into this fight. Beast Hello and those fisticuffs might do the same thing. Oh, did he get the boot kill? No. How to use the Primal Rage to make sure that cooldown was on for him. As Umte is going to use that Primal Rage himself. Bermuda might end up losing this. Yes, you're seeing Shug go ahead and throw himself into the pit. They started off with the kills, but Fusion University ended with the victory.
Good Primal Rage right there from Beast Halo. Sometimes all you need is, muscly forearms is always the answer. But it's Sowing Discord, trying to get value from Bernard's self-destruct, which was on the ground, not one of his classic Bernard bombs that are so, beautifully, artistically lobbed through the air. And Fusion University getting close to that one-fight territory.
Self-destruct's not going to get anything good. Bubble placement from both Winston. Soji going to get another boot kill on to Spillo. That first Spillo didn't matter last time, as Bernard was able to bring the rest of Fusion University back with the self-destruct, but they don't have that with them. Who's it going to be? Who's Fusion University going to have to rely on to bring them back? Right now, it looks like they just have to reset. But right now, they're just stalling. They got to that lovable 82%. That means it's one-fight territory for them.
That is the goal, to try and draw as many ultimates out of Bermuda as possible. Set yourself up for the better potential last fight here. Nice, who has that grab at the ready. It was a beautiful textbook Graviton Surge the last time around. Can he do it again? Shug, gotta watch out. He's gonna be the one Fusion University try and burn down first.
Bermuda, their HP bar is not looking as strong as Fusion University right now. Pizza Demon has to use the Transcendence to start things off. Karkar gonna get a kill, and the D-Mech as well. Bermuda not gonna have enough bodies to really do anything with this fight, but I spoke a little too soon. After they recapture, Bermuda will have an opportunity maybe to come back and touch this point. The cleanup is really good for Fusion University.
They're just picking everybody off. Bermuda snuck a few more percentage points there, but this next fight is going to look dicey. They don't have any support ultimates online. Shug just got back into mech. Umte might need to open with a Primal Rage, but Fusion University going to preempt them.
I love the use of the offensive sound barrier here. Going to give them an opportunity to spawn camp them, and Bermuda not going to be able to do anything with this point. The overtime has been started. They actually had members behind to deal with this. They just outplayed Bermuda. They knew exactly what to do in this situation, as Fusion University will be winning this out in the end.
Karkar gets a melee kill onto Umte. That's going to be a feels good as a Lucio, and bodes really well for Fusion University moving through this series, as Karkar is going to be replacing Elk, who we all know and love, one of the innovators in terms of boop technology on that Lucio. Karkar, he got like 3-4 boop kills. It was insane.
OG had a couple of him himself, and a couple of those might be vital blows, but in the end, when you show up in the kill feed, that means you are doing the right thing most of the time. But now we're going into our second round. Fusion University up 1-0 on map point. Bermuda, there was some life in them though, right? They won out a couple of those fights. Let's see if they're going to be able to be more consistent this time around. Yeah,
running a unique composition if this is what will leave spawn. You have Ultima Weapon taking to the air way fast on the Tracer. What a throwback, man. This is very exciting.
No
this is like taking me, there we go,
okay.
OG, just for the early out-of-spawn boost, but it will be dueling Pharmacy and Snillo on the Widowmaker. Now this is interesting. You can certainly close the distance on a Widowmaker with your Tracer, but you're probably going to be focusing a little bit more on the ground game. This makes the sky very dangerous territory for Ultima Web, who's got to not only look out for the other Pharah, but Snillo's Widowscope as well.
There are some good Pharahs in Contenders. Mangachu's one of them. Nice is another, unless he is up against a Streetlight. Alarm is going to get the first kill onto Fusion University have the opening they need to take it. Bermuda smartly do cede that space and actually get a kill onto Alarm. Bermuda will be stronger coming back if Wayfast is able to survive this hack, which he does. Actually gets the heal as well. Karkar is able to get the res off. Beast Halo is going to be hacked, so the escape path for Beast Halo not going to be as strong. But now they're just going to see each other on the point. Nice Eddie from Nice onto that Mercy. Now we're going to see a Pharah v Pharah duel. We don't see these very often, and right now, Nice is the one winning it out. You have to get those 2 rocket direct hits if you want to get it done. 1 is enough because the team is there. Fusion University will be winning this fight once again.
Bernard just tagging in, be like, I got you, brother. I got you. Really good stuff right there from Fusion University. Snillo, although he had to escape just quickly to get his health back up, he has controlled this right side the entire time while Nice has been flying on the left. Every single time Bermuda try and engage on the point, they are running into the meat grinder. Very scary stuff for them. Now they're going to swap onto their own Widowmaker just to buy a little bit more space for their Squitchies. will also swap onto the Winston. This is a lot more like a traditional Goats look, except Pizza Demon is on the Moira. Actually, this is not like Goats at all. Take it entirely back. It's going to be all about getting onto those sports really quickly or getting one of those DPS out, but it's got to be fast.
I'm interested about this Moira pick. It's going to keep some people very alive, but there are a lot of characters that kind of do their own thing. You got the Tracer, you got the Sombra, you got the Winston that aren't going to benefit as much from the healing from Moira, but it doesn't
might not get hacked, right? He'll have more sustainability.
Moira's very good against Sombra, and so that self-vacancy and that right click to stop any of the hacks onto Sombra are so good. The ultimate weapon's going to go down, and the Bernard going to get that EMP, and it's going to be a 5-man EMP. The Rocket Barrage, though, is going to get taken down the old-fashioned way by Wayfast. Coalescence might not be enough either, as Fusion University are going to win this handily, and we're seeing another quick round on our hands potentially. Bermuda were able to take the point, but it's going to flip right back.
There's so many things to keep track of if you are playing for Bermuda here. Everybody on Fusion University, deadly. And now Alarm still has that Transcendence, so even if you do get on top of that point, it's not a guaranteed win. So, and Wayfast goes down. That's so much damage chunked away.
That pick is a death knell for this attack. Even though OG is able to get a consolation prize kill onto Snell, unless Fusion University absolutely crumble on this defense here on this point. This is Fusion University's game, and that makes sense because they've notoriously been very good on control. A team that plays so many Game 5s being good at control is very good for you, but they do take that win. If Bermuda really wanted to be the first loss for Fusion University, taking control is one of those first steps.
Yeah, I would certainly say so, especially because control does favor the underdog many times in those situations. It's not like one of the more standard map types where you have those set team fights,
It provides opportunities for underdog play,
it's
right?
very symmetrical, all things considered, right? You have a good chance. So, unfortunately, it didn't happen for Bermuda right there. I mean, Tracer getting doinked by Widowmakers, I just, whew, right? It's almost as if, you know, Snillo's a friggin' amazing Tracer himself. It's like, I know how long that blink is.
That's one of those things, right? When you're running a character that someone on the other side is very well known for, right? That guy knows what he's doing. He knows what you're going to do with that character. Snill has probably explored every aspect of Tracer.
Very, very likely. Good Pharah play as well. A multifaceted look from Fusion University, who was well known for being a little stubborn, a little stuck in the mud last season in terms of innovating and pushing out of the GOAT's boundaries. So it's really refreshing to see them kind of, you know, flex onto that DPS.
Well, they're going to flex onto some amusement park rides next as we get to Blizzard World for our next map.
Is that how you pose for the roller coaster?
Yo, I love roller coasters. So I used to be a teacher. This is funny, but after I was a teacher, I was a sales guy for a time, and I sold technologies to theme parks. And so I got to go to a lot of them, and theme parks are like my favorite. One of my, it's like games and theme parks, man. And then music's probably third.
You're like 12 and a half.
I know, right? But hey, living the dream. Blizzard World hopefully is going to be a reality one time. Blizz, please, that would be awesome. I think South Korea would be a great
Papa
location for a Blizzard theme park. Just going to put that out there. Done some scouting. But now that we're going to talk about the game a little bit, Bermuda showed up, you know, similarly. Let's talk about our other Path to Pro team. Again, different situation. But they actually played their best on control as well. Like you said, there are moments in control that favor the underdog, or that maybe not favor, but they provide opportunities for underdogs to win.
It's a big brawl, right? So if you can play very team-focused, you're going to go for those big ult combos and stuff. You're also going to win and do quite well on control. But if that maybe isn't your flavor, maybe you're coming in here, you know, not quite as experienced as a team, there's still opportunities for individual playmaking. A lot of great boops on Sanctum, of course, really just the Boop City. We saw it a little bit earlier, even
It's my
though
favorite place.
it has your name in it, right? Even though Chicken Tendy's lost gig himself was able to perform very well with all of his primal rages, get a lot of knockoffs. So there's a lot of potential to shake things up on control. And again, it's symmetrical map. There's no attacking, defending advantage or disadvantage. You just come at it. It's just so pure. 12 people coming in here just to play Overwatch, right?
So if you're not coming in here with a lot of knowledge about Bermuda, as they are a Path to Pro team, I believe they got 4th during trials.
They were the last place team, I believe.
Phase 2 was.
Oh, Phase 2,
Yep,
okay.
it was Phase 2, then Bermuda, then Tendies, then Sky Foxes, then Square One. And but now Bermuda coming in here against the defending champion Fusion University, and there wasn't really any moment in that first game where I was like, they're playing scared, or they're playing like they're playing intimidated by Fusion University, and they do need to come into this game the same way. These Path to Pro teams need to know that they can also win any game and compete, because one thing that they have that Fusion University might not have is an element of surprise.
Yep. Although Fusion University undoubtedly has studied Bermuda, this team hasn't been together for as long. There will be more chances for those unexpected plays and unexpected comps. We could see this way fast on the Tracer once again, but Fusion University scouting with that Sombra. Right now, Nice just getting a look at this pedestal. Well built. Can survive a barrage.
The wood banisters and the streetlights, right? Very well done. Give them a raise. Fusion University going to get the scouting done. So is Bermuda. They're going to go ahead and stick with this comp. Is OG going to be putting Ultimate Web on a leash, walking that Pharah, who is in the sky, who's doing some work right now. Is Nice just doing nothing really other than some scouting, and we're going to get some switches. Bermuda going to go ahead and change up that comp. No picks on that quad DPS, but they took a lot of time to get there.
I mean, speaking of reading them like a book, right? Nice, so patient, waiting to get a hack once Bermuda did eventually switch off once they saw the GOATS defense. So such an experienced player, real veterans, every single one of them here on the side of Fusion University. And Bermuda now just getting hassled as you do when you're coming up against a Sombra. Nice halfway there to that all-important EMP.
We're going to see our first engagement. Umte going to get Karkar, who's a little bit out of position, so Bermuda have a great opportunity to grab this first point. Umte low, Ultima Web hacked, though. Fusion University aren't scared. They're going to come re-engaging, and they're going to come the offensive way from the main spawn. Fusion University do have EMP, and sometimes when you're a numbers disadvantage, that's what brings you in. Great translocate into the fight. Get 4 more members of Bermuda. First blood means nothing to Fusion University as they're going to get this defense, but Bermuda now know that there's no EMP on the Fusion University side.
Fusion have shown their hand just a little bit, but they're not going to be too worried because they still have Trance, they still have Rally, not to mention Grab and Charge, or rather Shatter. So really good play from Fusion University. Many hybrid maps, you benefit a lot from just giving some of that early space. You see it on King's Row all the time with that rebound defense. Fusion University did exactly that, re-engage with that EMP, and again, just playing a really, really solid and dependable game. Bermuda are the ones who have to aggress, make some kind of opening, and Fusion University are happy to sit back and let them see what they think they can get done.
Fusion University have seen a lot. They've been around for a very long time, so nothing's really going to surprise them. Bermuda could do that by the way they play or the style they go about it, as the Earthshatter is going to be a little bit more valuable for Fusion University. The hack onto Ultimate Web came after the rally, so the armor was there, but again, Fusion University don't care. They're going to get this kill as
nearly gets the double pin.
Chongsick must have heard our pregame and wanted to get something on his highlight reel.
Exactly. He's like, I'll show you a Reinhardt right here.
One thing I do want to point out, though, is that Fusion University have the opportunity here. Bernard can play Sombra, Nice can play Sombra. What does that provide a team?
Tons of options, right? If you wanted to run Nice on a dedicated DPS, some different kind of DPS, you have that option. Bernard has also played other off-tanks in the past. So Bermuda, they have options here with Wayfast's grab. Fusion University, though, holding on to the same. It's going to be just a question of who pulls that trigger first. Bermuda are running out of time, though. About 60 seconds left.
Fusion University know that as Wayfast is going to use the Transcendence. Alarm's going to have to transcend as Wayfast using Graviton Surge there. Nice is going to get Pizza Demon with Transcendence. Fusion University have a 6v5, and the rest of Bermuda don't have a lot on their plate. Right now, Bermuda, though, is going to be able to re-engage, and that's really good for them. If they're able to get the Snillo pick, they do get Chongsick, so there's going to be a little bit of an opening where Bermuda have a slight numbers advantage on this next push.
This is a map that favors the attackers, so Bermuda re-engage very quickly, but they lost so many members so late. It's looking very unlikely here. OG used the sound barrier in the last fight as well, so if Fusion University don't shatter and grab at the same time, they're going to have a big advantage because Bermuda are only holding onto the trans.
Awesome. Chongsick is back, so this is a full 6v6 for both teams. Bernard going to throw that Graviton Surge. That was actually quite telegraphed, but Shove was hacked, so the defense matrix wasn't available. Snell going to go in and board that stun. Chongsick going to hold that shield to keep his team healthy. Going to use that Earth Shatter. Everyone is gonna be okay. Even though he's in the back line, no, not gonna be okay anymore. The EMP is gonna hack 5 members. Wayfast not gonna be able to get to that Graviton Surge. Shuz been hacked almost for the entirety of this fight, and that means Bermuda hasn't had a defense matrix to keep any projectiles away from them. Fusion University, just like Mayhem Academy in that last game, we're gonna keep Bermuda from seeing anything after point A.
Big full hold right here for Fusion University. You could say expected for this team, but we've seen time and time again 5-game sets. So Fusion University looking strong, though, to start off Blizzard World. Of course, miracles are always possible. It wasn't just Sha. also being the target of many a hack coming in from Nice. So just good target prioritization from Fusion University. If you have been following the Korean scene at all, well-known, good quality main tank right there coming from Korean Contenders. So we know this guy has all of that potential within him. He was salivating at the thought of getting a big shatter, especially after Chongsick already threw it into the fight fairly early on, but he just never got that chance. Sombra constantly frustrating him, taking away his abilities, and that's just a sign of a really experienced team from Fusion University to be able to execute that plan so well.
Yeah, they're like the old grizzled person, right? In like those movies.
Think you're seeing things, rookies.
Yeah, exactly. Like the old guy who comes in, busts down the door, gets a couple bad guys, said a super cool line.
Fusion University would definitely be played by like Sam Watterson or something. Big mustache.
You might be young, but I'm experienced, but way cooler. Right? And I think that's kind of what Fusion University is saying to Bermuda right now, is they're just so controlled, right? Like everything is intentional the way that Fusion University is going right now.
We've known historically that Fusion University is a team that plays better as the series and as the map goes on, right? They seem to relish in those long, drawn-out fights because they're always ready.
That's why they've won so many Game 5s.
So many Game 5s. But, you know, they're always ready with another step, another trump card, right? You thought you had drawn out every support ultimate, but surprise, we had actually already built up trans the duration of that fight. We got it again, right? So they like these long brawly fights. Bermuda, if they want to hold on here, they got to go for those decisive engagements. Otherwise, Fusion University may well walk all over them.
It was actually kind of cute. Karkar snuck in a headshot somehow during some spamming on that mouse one. Chongsick going to go ahead and assert his dominance a little bit. Going to move back. Got taken low as the cooldowns need to come back. So once that particle barrier from that Zarya is off cooldown, you're going to see him engage just like you did just then. It is now gone as Bernard's going to be coming from over the top. This is going to last no longer, as Fusion University are going to get a clean point A fight and take this round and go into halftime up 2-0.
Yep. Keep your eyes wide shut. We had Sha right there, being in that small hallway in that room, looking maybe for a boop opportunity or a displacement. But what ended up happening was when he went to rejoin the rest of his team, caught the wrong side of a hammer, got demeched almost immediately. And with GOATs, we've said it time and time again, you function best as a 6-man group. You got to keep everybody alive and healthy. So.
Well, something that is awesome to see is I think last week across the board, almost every team struggled on their defenses. And so this time around, we've seen 2 teams hold on A, so it's good to see improvement going that direction as well. But we're not going to be done yet as Fusion University are up against Bermuda 2-0, but we have entered halftime. Before we go into halftime, Ham, how do you think things are going so far? You've got Bermuda, you getting held on A, was a little bit more competitive on control. How do you see them after the half?
Eat your Wheaties, get, some juice, some Capri Suns, maybe bio break, pet your dog, just a reset potentially, because I feel like right now they're making a lot of very, maybe more elementary mistakes in terms of their positioning, in terms of ultimate usage, and Fusion University haven't really been put under any kind of meaningful pressure. So maybe go out, maybe you do run the Pharah, maybe you do run the Tracer once again. Not a lot to be lost coming up against the juggernauts that are Fusion University. Might as well give it a go.
Fusion University have yet to lose a match series. Let's see if Bermuda's going to be able to take a map and maybe even the match. We do know they like their game 5s, but we have 6 minutes before then, and Volskaya. We'll see you soon.